Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next or the second weekly Wednesday live interviews. And hang on, technical difficulty. I don't know why we don't have the. Oh, the intro needs to go off real quick. If that would work. Maybe not. Alright. Where's the. I guess the picture doesn't want to go off? Or is that my camera? Why is the camera here? Oh, that was interesting. Oh, there we go. That would explain why the interview wasn't working. I don't know why the camera was on there. I'm sorry, everyone. Let's just have this play a few times as I prepare. I mean, that should be long enough. There we go. We're all set up. I'm going to say something. I'm going to do this every week until I get an update of how to, not how to anything, or rather to change how this is said. But anyways, this is about collaborations and myself interview, unless those got rearranged. Oh well. Hello everyone, and welcome to the weekly Wednesday live interviews. I said that, I know. I'm your host, Bearded from Bearded Productions. To start this off, I will say a few things about myself and then about collaborations. I created my channel because I believe that stress and frustration can be very dangerous and destructive, and I wanted to make my channel to help reduce any if possible. Plus, I like gaming. So if I could take away any while someone watches my videos or tunes into one of my live streams or the podcasts like this, then I just to relax, then I accomplished that. Currently it's just gaming, but I would like to start making skits and music. I do like singing and everything, but that's something to talk about at a later time. And collaborations is a community I wanted to make for a while, and the Discord I've had has been up since like December or something, and I tried to make a website, but I need to improve my HTML skills and whatnot, but that's another thing to go into. I wanted to make it to help out other small channels like myself, to help them grow through collaborations, to help each other grow and have an option to collab. Growing a small channel can be a struggle, believe me. I know. I've been on YouTube for almost a year now, almost a year in January. I only count a year because that's when I actually started uploading consistently. But it does say that I've been here since 2017. But I'm not counting that because it's not when I started uploading consistently. Other than that, I don't need to pay attention to that. We offer every gaming platform to find and collab or to find a collaboration on. Examples being we have the PlayStation 4, Xbox, Switch, mobile, and PC. If there is another platform you think we should have, just ask. These live interviews are here to help you and your channel out, to give insight on your channel and what type of things to do. For others to see you and say, hey, I would collab with them. Thank you, everyone. Let's get into this. I have to push my Windows button now, don't I? Alright. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Hello, Leoi.
Hello.
You are on the air.
Oh, nice.
I still need to figure out new questions. So far, I still have the same questions. Feel free to, afterwards, if you have any ideas of what to add, just let me know.
Of course.
I'd like to know, what is your channel about and why did you start?
I started my channel about 6 months ago. I was in a job that I didn't particularly enjoy that much, and I was like, well, I come home and I'm not that happy, so I was like, well, what would I do to sort of unwind, and thought, oh, I'm not wanting to make videos, and I've never done it before, so I might as well give it a go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you look at some of the earlier ones, like maybe like the first two, and they were made on Lightworks, and they are dreadful. But you know, sort of over time, they, I got Vegas and started to make game review things. They're only like 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
But then, as I said, I'd like to think they're quite dense, and they don't go on too long.
Yeah.
It's sort of been like just refining the format of that sort of thing. I've thinking about doing like let's play stuff down the line, but I do it with other people. There's no way I do it on my own.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm one of those people I need someone to bounce off of.
Oh, yeah.
That's why when I do my review videos, I do text to speech for them.
Oh,
because I found when I speak a script, it sounds awful and the timing is always terrible. So I was like, nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing any of that.
All right. Do you enjoy creating your content?
Oh, definitely. I like just learning new stuff about it. Like, I'll be sitting there and I'll think, oh, I want to do this for this video, and then hours will pass and I'll end up trying to work out. And it is good. It's just a good creative process. And I say that I've not uploaded anything in like a month. Start a new job and everything. So I was like, kind of woke up today. I was like, I need to work on this next one. It's been a month. I've not touched it.
Yeah. I have not an actual interview. I actually have myself that somebody wants to get in contact with me. Do you have any specific goals set in mind?
No, really. I'd like to get a decent sort of subscriber count, but that's not really why I do it. I don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's more about the creative process and just being like, oh, I'm gonna make this thing and then doing it.
Yeah.
And if I'm like meet cool people and do cool things along the way, that's fine by me.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
I feel like if you come into it with like that, I want to be famous and stuff. It's
yeah.
The odds are stacked against you to begin with.
Yeah. I mean,
and then it's like, are you?
But it's something you work towards. It's not like something you want like immediately.
Exactly. Like if you come into this wanting like instant gratification, millions of subs, it's not happening.
No, you have to understand that it's going to take time.
Exactly. That's what I found. Like, I'm one of those people, I want to be really good at anything I do. And so when I first started and it was like, yeah, it's been a week and this has 12 views, I had to like, okay, just readjust your expectations.
Yeah. I remember
but it's going there. But like
when I started, I only had like 6 subscribers and like I didn't get any views for weeks.
Yeah, and you're like, I got one.
Yeah, I got one. Accomplishment. I was doing a walkthrough of Portal 2 because it's such an amazing game and I really want to go through it. I haven't played the first one and I really want to.
The first one is, some people have said it's the perfect game and I would agree with them. I'm going to have to make a video on one of them, if not both of them at some point.
I have to get it again.
It's so good. And I'll have to play it again. I'll have to buy it again.
Yeah.
Valve has so much of my money at this point.
I don't even care. They should make a third game. I don't care what people say that they can't make third games, but come on. It's just puzzles. You gotta be good at making puzzles.
Well, they did the thing that everyone does when they run out of like ideas. They're like, just give them a level editor. You can make it.
Yeah,
you can make your own Portal 3.
We do have level editors. But
and they're like, well, why would you not?
I know, but it'd be so fun to have a third game. They left it off as this story where we could get continued with Wheatley in space.
I mean, just anything. Just anything would be better than nothing.
Yeah.
But then again, what, like, Gabe Newell's sitting there in his office in his chair just watching the money in, like, coins just coming in through a chute, and it doesn't matter.
I love those memes where it comes in, and it's like, Steam sale, 80% off, 90% off, 99.9% off, and you look at your wallet and you start crying.
Just, like, there's lint and, like, a moth comes out.
Yep.
And you're like, yep, it's Steam sale time.
Yep. Just a crop dust falls out.
It's true. I've really had to stop that. It's
Yeah.
like I've got a full-time job now, but I know that I'd be like, I want all of these, and then I'd play like one.
Yep.
You look at your library and like, I bought this 3 years ago, and it just didn't.
I,
It just
I,
never happened.
I don't know why I got this. Or some games I got and I beat within like a day. I'm like, was this really worth it?
This
I
was a
mean,
terrible waste of money.
it was fun to play and all, but I don't think it was worth like $40 to beat in like less than 48 hours.
Yeah, that's why I think you see a lot more of like multiplayer stuff on Steam now, so that you don't have that moment of like there's nothing left.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised that they put CS:GO for free.
Oh, that pays for itself.
I guess it does.
I've known people, man, and they've like, oh, I dropped several K on like buying skins and stuff, and
Jeez.
I'm all right. But I don't know any of that stuff. I've never done the kind of that stuff. So
Neither have I.
for them to turn around and be like, oh yeah, I've dropped like 2,000 hours into this and hundreds of pounds, I'm like, all right.
I mean, I've dropped maybe 150 hours in Skyrim, and I've never actually beat the main storyline.
I mean, you can do, can't you? That's
Yeah.
any game where you're like, I put 200 hours in and I've maybe done a third of the story is a pretty good value for money wise.
Yeah, yeah. My brother's bought it on I don't know how many different platforms now. He's had it on the PS3, he's had it on the PS4, and his computer. He's probably bought it like a total of 6 different times, honestly.
Oh, Todd we played. Todd Howard would be loving that.
Yeah, and he's probably had close to maybe 1,200 hours on it just because of how many different ways he plays the game.
Yeah, I can imagine. Imagine I get to that point.
Do you have any questions for me?
So where do you see your channel? Where you go? Where do you think you'll go with it?
With all this or the benefit
just
I'm reaching out from this?
just anything. Just where do you see it going?
I really like it to grow. I don't see it. I mean, I see it as an accomplishment. I see it as a thing that I can use to reduce my stress and frustration in a way to also help others. I mean, if I get angry at the game, it's something people can laugh at or see me
Yeah.
frustrated. It's something it entertains to relate with, and I just want to give that opportunity like to others who are stressed and frustrated or people who just want to hang out, to interact with other people, and they can't necessarily do it or in a normal, or I don't know how to explain it correctly, but in a way where they can do it just online and be happy, interact with other people, and just talk and be comfortable. I want it to be something you can just enjoy if you just want to be there. I honestly truly believe stress and frustration is dangerous and can be destructive. It can actually hurt somebody.
Nah, that's fair. To be fair, man, you've done a really good job. I think I found this. It was like 4 people. It's probably like one of the like very early on. I was like, oh, what's this?
Yeah.
And sort of joined in, and it's like now it's like 40, nearly 50 people.
Yeah.
And it's been like what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Like, congrats, man! It is looking very useful.
Thank you. The Reddit page is actually almost 60. We're just missing one person to hit 60.
I'm gonna have to get one of my alt accounts out. Here we go. Don't tell anyone.
No, I have.
Don't tell Miss Wu.
No,
We'll get back.
I only have alts on my other computer, and they actually have a purpose. Like, one of them is an actual channel eventually. The other two are, like, supportive, like, they actually monitor things that I don't actually need to do anything myself.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I need to do more stuff on here. I've not really been. I've been busy with work, and I've come home, and I'm like, I'm bad in like chat rooms to begin with, so I never say anything.
Oh, that's not a problem.
So I'm like, I have to do this more.
Yeah.
It was kind of I'd forced myself. I was like, I'm going to do one of these interviews and it's going to be good. Like,
I had two other servers, like one of them actually being my Bearded Productions one, but it was also a small channel support channel, but that one wasn't receiving anything. And then I had one to help out a group of friends that were just called, it was just called House of Productions, but that wasn't getting anywhere. And then I went, why not collaborations? It's simple and people will understand it.
it does get the point across. You know what you're getting.
Yeah, that's true.
That was the thing. That was actually the thing when I found it. It was like I tried to do a load of collaborations with a few people, and it'd just be the case that they'd either not respond or it just wouldn't go anywhere. And then I was like, oh, I want to do something with someone else. I feel like that's the next creative step.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, what's this? Okay. And then I thought I'd get in on it and see where it goes. And it's looking good so far. Hopefully we'll be able to do something with it.
Yeah. Actually surprised a friend of mine, actually, we're not actual close friends, but when I first started out, I was actually on Twitch, and his name's Spock, and he has a Team Spock. I didn't expect him to join this server.
That's one of the weird things is when like your internet stuff crosses into the real world.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine. He was like, I watched your Tetris video, and I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, oh. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to feel.
That's true.
It brought me back to when I tried YouTube very briefly in like 2013.
Yeah.
Like doing Let's Play stuff, and then someone found it, and it wasn't great. I'll be completely honest. There's a reason it's not up anymore.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a bit like that, but this time it was actually positive, and that was good.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Leolie. I hope to have you continue in this nice community for, I don't know, years to come.
Yeah, sure, man. That'd be good.
I'll now move you into the collaborators group. I'll see you later.
I'll see you, man.
Alright, really quick, I'm going to let my cat in or she won't stop meowing. I'm sorry, everyone. Come on. Where'd you go? Come on. I'll get you. Sit in your chair. There you go. It's okay. Alright. And I'm back. Sorry about that. She wouldn't have stopped if I didn't let her in. And now she's gonna head over and get on my desk. Or come to sit on my lap, probably. I don't know. Alright. Next person coming in is named Multi. Multi spelled Multii. A unique way on the terms. Yes? Come on, alright. There you go. I'm gonna now unmute. There we go. Hello, Multi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Welcome to your wonderful live stream.
That echo is actually kind of cool, just sitting there.
Yeah, I get that a lot. The problem is that I just moved in new.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a lot of hall because I just created a gaming room with like nothing in it.
So you don't have any of the panels or anything to bounce the sound off of?
No, unfortunately not. Like, I'm still getting the money for it though.
That's fine. Hey, don't chew on my wire, kitty. I guess we just... I blanked out for a second. We just answered the fact that your channel is named Multi. Why did you start your channel?
Well, I started my channel actually way back, like 2010 or something. But back then I was called Multiman 722.
A play off of Mega Man?
Yeah, kind of. The name Multi was actually created because I saw a lot of YouTubers back then, like Minecraft lover, Minecraft player, or
Yeah.
PokeTubers and stuff. So I wanted something completely different. I wanted a channel where I can play what I want, do what I want, theories, reviews, and so on,
Yeah.
and not just for one game or one series, show, anime, whatever, like really for everything. I want it to be open and free.
Yeah. That's it's actually pretty smart. I wouldn't have thought of that. When did you start your YouTube channel?
Yeah, like I said, it was way back then, like 9 years ago,
Oh
if
wow.
I'm not wrong. And I was back then like 12 or something. And I just created a channel for fun at the first time. And I uploaded a video of my dog and some AMVs later on in life with
Mhm.
13, 14. And then it got taken down for some reason, like years later, because of copyright. And I was like, how come like years later somebody comes up with copyright? So I had to create a new channel and slowly but surely uploaded some videos.
Yeah, I was yeah, that's interesting with the copyright thing. Lately, I've noticed a lot more people, especially the smaller channels, are getting copyright striked. Like myself, I think it was last week where I was playing Far Cry 5 for 4 hours, and there's a setting for you to turn off music, but all it does is turn off the loading screen music. And
Oh,
for some reason, it has Marvin Gaye's song in it. One of the not toggleable, but when you get into a combat, and it plays that as combat music, but it has more beats to it, so it's like they were trying to get away with using his song, but just adding a little bit to it. It was
yeah.
It was really weird, and I couldn't do anything about it, so I just accepted it. I mean, it wasn't technically my fault because I couldn't turn off the music, and every time there was music, I'd either turn it off immediately, or if it was something you couldn't do, you could just destroy it, and that's what I would do.
Yeah, the same thing like happened to me. Really, like I uploaded a AMV, like when was it? I don't know, 2012 or something, 2013. And then years later, like 2015 or something, when my newer videos started getting more popular, suddenly out of nowhere, copyright strike. A video that was like 2 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a song like everybody used it,
Oh,
literally everyone.
like one of the songs that YouTube provided themselves?
No, I think back then something like this didn't exist as much as I'm sure of it. Like this is new.
Oh,
The music provider.
yeah,
Back then, I used like songs like those rock songs where they use for AMVs.
I think so.
Yeah, I used a lot of like these songs, and quite frankly, like everyone did. So I did it as well, but for some reason, I just got copyright strike.
Hmm, that's interesting. Um, do you enjoy creating your content?
Well, yeah, it did really teach me a lot because I started with a crappy laptop and a Windows Live Movie Maker. I mean, of course, who didn't, right?
Yeah.
And slowly and but surely, like after years, I started getting more into it. I started figuring out, okay, I need this for a good gaming PC. I need this for a camera, for the microphone, and so on and so on. And now, basically, like after all these years, I have a nice gaming computer, two monitors and stuff, perfectly set up. All I basically need is just motivation.
Yeah, I have the actually the same thing. Currently, I have two laptops and two monitors, but that is a lot of work when you need the motivation.
Exactly. You know, it doesn't take really much to actually motivate someone. I mean, if
Yeah.
there's only maybe one or two people just cheering you up, waiting for something, that would be actually already enough for me.
Yeah. Do you have any specific goals set in mind for your channel or your persona, or I don't know what to actually call it. I'm assuming it would be just your channel.
Well, of course, my main goal is actually to build a community,
Mhm.
a community which is based on me, basically. People asking about me, people wanting to see me, people to, check out my channel, ask when the next video comes up. I know it does sound a bit, egoistic,
Mhm.
but it's not like I want to be loved or something,
Yeah,
All I
that's
want is that,
understandable.
yeah, all I want is that people really just care about something that I do because I've grown up pretty lonely, I
Yeah,
didn't have
I feel the
much
same
of
way.
friends.
Like
Yeah,
I would want to build my own community.
so building up your community is like having a friend group, I
Yeah.
don't see my subscribers as just subs or something.
No.
I want subs that are like my friends,
Uh huh.
who correct me, who cheer me, who love me, who might even hate me. I don't even care if I have haters or not.
Uh huh. Do you have any questions for me?
Well, not really, but I am really happy that you actually created this server because I've been on a couple of other servers, and for some reason it was just like inactive, even though there were like more people than in this group,
Mhm.
but it was just like dead basically.
The main thing is you have to be active. You have to have interaction with others, and I like I was saying in my last one, the whole reason or the main reason behind this is collaborations. When I was looking up how to be successful or grow on YouTube, is collaborations. That stuck out to me, and I wanted to make a community based on off of that can help everyone grow and have everything available to them based off of what platform they want to collab on or just talk with everyone.
Yeah, collaboration is really really important, especially if you would have someone who's already big. Let's say, I don't know, maybe he has 1,000 subscribers, 10,000. He has this experience where he can tell you like, hey, you got to do this, you got to do this, go this way, and just someone to really guide you, I
this
would say.
this the next step is to get my friend in here who does have almost 9,000, or he might have currently 9,000 subscribers.
Wow.
I was actually he became my friend when he started when he found me and invited me to his channel and his server when he was just over 1,000 subscribers, and it's been almost a year that I've known him, and he's almost or just past 9,000 now.
That's perfect. I
Yeah.
mean, having support is always really nice. I mean, we just had a new member, Jefferson, for example.
Mhm.
I told him everything, and he also wants to start YouTubing. He also wants to grow, same as me, same as everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, look, come into this group and just support us. We will support you. And for example, with the Mighty, we just planned a podcast for on Saturday, for example. So this group really helps.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that I can collaborate with everyone else, also with you.
Yeah. I'm actually waiting to hear back from Viral. I don't know if you saw him as a moderator in here yet.
I might have seen him, yeah.
I actually just passed him in subscribers, and well, he was on a break, so I'm not surprised. He was on a break for about a month because he was just tired and he was in school and everything. But we're gonna be starting this podcast called Conversing, where it's just us talking about shows, movies, comics, upcoming ones, all that in general, and how we feel about them, or what we think's going to happen.
That's perfect. I'll definitely join.
Like, I'd love to talk about Umbrella Academy or Smallville. Like, I started watching Smallville for the first time. Um, I had to say, like, a few months ago, and it was just a slow build up. And now I just started season 2 a couple days ago, and now I'm almost at the end of season 2.
Okay, when it comes to shows, like I'm totally way somewhere else. Like I watch shows such as Vampire Diaries, the originals, Shadowhunters.
Mm.
So
So did
I'm
you?
not really in the mainstream.
That's Smallville's a show that stopped airing in 2010 or something. But did you start? If you're talking about Vampire Diaries and like magic based stuff, did you or are you watching The Order on Netflix?
I did see the trailer and it did catch my attention, but I haven't started it yet. But I
Honest, I
definitely look in.
I just started watching it like a couple weeks back, and it's actually pretty good. And it's not the normal magic. They start getting in, and immediately it's dark arts magic.
Yeah, like stuff with magic. Like I said, Vampire Diaries, where magic is involved. For some reason, I don't know why, but I just love these mythical creatures, like
Yeah.
werewolves, vampires.
So you
It's kind of
watch
interesting.
Supernatural?
No, I haven't because it's just, I don't know, it didn't interest me. I
It
don't know why though.
it's really good. It has like if I would suggest a show to start off with, it would be Supernatural. It's coming up on its 14th season, and it goes across like the first 2 seasons or maybe the first 3. It goes based off of episode by episode, based off of a new mythical creature that you start to realize of what this world is.
I'll definitely check it out sometimes because my girlfriend has been like saying a lot, like, watch Supernaturals, it's something for you. And I did kind of get into it, but I was like, it didn't have the same feeling as, Vampire Diaries or the
It
originals
it is
or.
a slow build up. I do have to agree, but I didn't watch Vampire Diaries, but I did like the the joke that they were making. I thought it was funny, but I don't know how many people enjoyed it. Where the last episode of Vampire Diaries, the car from Supernatural, it's an Impala, was seen in the back of the car in the last episode.
So it was like an Easter egg or.
There was a nod towards the fact that maybe Sam and Dean from Supernatural were there to end the vampires.
Let's hope not, even though I don't think it ended because, the original was going on after. Now, like, I don't know if you heard of the Legacies.
I've heard of Legacies. It's a show I'd like to start watching. It's interesting. Like I have a ton of shows on my watch list that I've watched, I haven't finished watching, and I'm told I need to finish one show at a time. But I can't do that. I like watching multiple shows at once.
Yeah, that's like watching multiple. It's really hard. Like I don't know how you can do it,
I don't
but
know
like
how
I
I
can't.
can. Like
I
currently,
really can't. Like
it's Smallville, the original Adventures of Lewis, or not Lewis, Lois and Clark, the New Adventures, and like The Order, and like a few different shows. I don't know how I'm doing it, but I remember everything without like according to shows. If it's shows and books, I'm good with it.
well, I'm such a person that focuses on one show, but I get like really, really interested. Like I search stuffs about it. I start, researching and
Yeah.
really hype it. For example, my mom watches like over 10 or 15 Turkish shows, and I basically just watch one.
Mhm.
But when I watch one, I really, go and tell people like, hey, you have to really watch this. This is amazing. And I'm basically just talking about it like all day long.
That's kind of how I'm at right now with Smallville. I'm like, there's no one that's better than Michael Rosblum, or I can't pronounce it right now. Michael Rosblum, or whatever. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Who is the best Lex Luthor that I've seen play?
So I guess you also like Marvel.
I do. I like both sides.
I can't wait on when was it? I think the end of April.
Yep.
The fourth was coming out.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Malty, for stopping by. I will move you into the collaborators group.
Thank you for having me here, and I hope that in the future we will have some great collaborations together.
Me too. All right. All right. This might be a shorter one, everyone watching. This might be just a shorter collaborations. We don't have everybody on that was wanting to be excuse me. I'm so tired. Who wanted to be a part of this, but that's okay. Also, I do need to regain some energy. I do need to actually just interact with my community. I mean, I'm in a lot. I am talking to them and everything. I'm gonna close this one out. I know it was a little bit shorter and everything. That's okay. But thank you everyone for watching. I'm Bearded from Bearded Productions. Thank you, Leoe and Malty, for coming in and watching this and actually being in part of the interview. I hope this gave your channel insight. I hope this was helpful. I just hope this was something that we can continue and build off of. Once again, everyone, thank you. I will see everyone later. Bye-bye.